Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. This is Cozy Witchling and today we are going to be taking a look at messages from your future self, and these will be messages that are going to come from 3 months to 6 months in the future. So if you are interested to know what messages your future self has for you, you can keep watching. We have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile number 1, and this is the Angel Aura Quartz. Pile number 2, we have the Amethyst. And pile number 3, we have the Clear Quartz Tower. So take a moment to see which group is calling out to you. You can pause this video if you need to, and once you are ready, you can go down to the timestamps below to go to the group that you are being drawn to, and I'll see you there. Bye! Hi group 1s, if you have chosen this beautiful Angel Aura Quartz, this is going to be your reading, all about your messages from your future self. If you are interested to know where I got this crystal tower from, I actually got this when I was down in New Orleans. There was a little shop. I think if you were to just search like I guess spiritual or crystal shops, you'll be able to find it there. But they have a lot of beautiful crystals, and this was like really pretty and was calling out to me. But I also don't know why I felt like I had to share that with you guys. So if that was, helpful, there you go. But before we get started, we're actually going to start by rolling the astro dice. This is just a little confirmation, so you might see your signs appear here. So it could be your sun, moon, rising, or it could also be signs of people that might be significant for you, that your future self wants you to know, that will come into play in 3 to 6 months time. So let's get it rolling. So we have Leo and Gemini. Oh, and it also switched to Aquarius as I was talking about it. We also have a Leo and Pisces. And one more. Whoop. Alright, we have Scorpio and Libra. So those might be significant signs for you guys. If it's not, don't worry about it. And we are going to get right into your reading. So I have chosen a few oracle cards as well as tarot cards for you. Usually I would do the tarot shuffle in my videos, like on the camera, but today I just didn't feel like it. So we're just going to go through all the cards that came out for you guys, group number 1. And first we're going to start out with the Astro House cards from the Tea Leaf Fortune cards, just to see which area of your life your future self wants to talk about and the messages that they have for you. If you feel like this is not the area that you want to listen to, I would still suggest like listening to it, just because you never know what could be important to you, like for you to hear right now. But if you really are curious about a different, I guess, part or aspect of life, then you can go ahead and look at the other groups as well. So for you, group number 1s, your astral house, you have success and you also have wealth. So I think this reading is going to talk mainly about like abundance that's coming in, about wealth, about like whatever you are, like the journey that you are right now, whatever step you are right now, in the future, like these 2 things are going to come into play. So I just feel that your future self is telling you that great blessings are coming to you, that you're going to be very successful in whatever that you're venturing out to do. If it's like a new path that you're taking, you're on the right path, and that like in 3 to 6 months time, you are going to be in this position of great wealth and great success, as compared to right now. And then from the tarot, you have Ace of Cups. So for this card, it is telling me that not only are you going to be very successful and very wealthy, or you'll have more abundance in the future than in this moment right now, but you would also be emotionally fulfilled. So Ace of Cups is kind of just, you know, showing like this overflowing of like good emotion and like having your cup filled like emotionally. You know, you're very happy where you're at, and I just feel that just like, you know, success talks about passion and ideas and like things coming into fruition. Wealth, of course, talks about material gains, and Ace of Cups talks about emotions. I just feel that your future self is telling you that in 3 to 6 months time, you're going to be in such a better place in every aspect of your life. So if you are going through something difficult right now, it's telling you to just hang in there, because it's going to, your life is going to look so much more beautiful as like, you know, in the future, in the near future. And then from the oracle card, what is this called again? The Woodland Wardens oracle card. You have the ladybug and the sweet pea with happiness. So as I was saying with the Ace of Cups, like, you guys are going to be really, really happy and really fulfilled in this near future. And I feel like with such big like positivity that's coming into your life, usually our future selves or spirit wouldn't want to like spoil it for you, right? Just in case, you know, we get complacent, or sometimes we are human, we get lazy and we stop like trying or working towards it because we know it's coming. But for you guys, I feel like this message is coming out from your future self, because I think you need to hear it right now. Like, you have such happy messages coming that I can't help but feel like whatever you're going through right now might be a little bit heavy and a little bit difficult. And like, spirit and the future, your future self just wants you to know that things are going to get way better. So like, they're telling you to look forward to your future. If you are on the precipice of change, and you know, you feel like the tides are turning and things are finally moving in the right direction, but you have this anxiety that what if it's all in your head, and what if you're just imagining it, what if it's copium and things aren't actually gonna get better. Like, I think your future self wants you to feel better and not have to worry about those things. They're trying to tell you that whatever that is in your head is if you're imagining, or if you're thinking that you know, maybe whatever you're feeling, the good feelings that you have or the hope that you're having is just your imagination, they're telling you that no, that's not it. Like, the good feeling that you have, even if you're in a really tough situation right now, that's because you know that things are going to get better. You know that good things are coming towards you in the near future. So they just want you to tell you, like, they just want to tell you to hang in there. Also, with the ladybug and the sweet pea, ladybugs are always a sign of good luck. They're also kind of like a message that like really good luck is coming towards you. So, you know, if this situation seems very difficult right now, that things will change because luck is coming your way, and luck is going to play a really big part in helping your situation, you know, turn and change for the better. Yeah, and like, with the sweet pea as well, sweet pea is sort of like given to people, or if you host a party and you know, sweet pea is given to just like say, oh, thank you for like having such a good party. It's just like a little gesture of niceness. So I think the universe is going to come and give you this luck and this little nice gesture that is going to bring about a lot of abundance and happiness into your life. And then with your crystal card, you have the sunstone. So over here, I think the sunstone, the main message that I'm getting from this card is that it's reminding me of the sun card from the tarot. So it's just telling you that positivity and happiness is coming. It is reminding you to stay positive. The message over here says take back your shine. So with this, I'm feeling like you know, if you are always thinking about how things can't be as good or as beautiful as you imagine it to be, then that is not going to bring about the good luck and abundance that universe is trying to bring forth for you. So instead, what you are asked to do is to look at the positive, like the bright side of life. To, even if I know it can be really difficult, but even if you're going through a really tough time, to just like try to remember the good things and try to see things in a grateful, positive way. And to remember that even in your darkest moment, you can still shine. Like you still have your shine, and there are still things that are beautiful about you. So just to have that in mind and seize the day in a bright and positive way. And then from your Awaken Oracle card, you have Nourish and Flourish. So you are being asked to take care of yourself. Also, it's that saying that the world and the universe and your future self is telling you that the things around you, you know, be it things that you can see or you can't see, like be it your spirit guides or your friends, your family, they are going to take care of you. And also for you to take care of yourself so that you will be able to flourish, so that you will be able to grow and to you know, have the capacity to take in all the blessings that are coming towards you. And then from the universe has your back card, your message is, in any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. So I think this is like a little advice for you right now. So if you are going through something very difficult, your future self is saying to just surrender to the presence of love. Like surrender your worries, surrender anything that is not serving you, surrender any weight that is on your shoulder. Give it to the universe, you know, just give it to, I don't know, like I wanted to say your future self, but that's not really what I'm trying to get at. Like just give your worries to the universe and tell the universe to sort of like deal with it for you, if that makes sense. But like they're just trying to tell you that your worries and your stresses are not just your burdens to carry. Like you can ask for help. In fact, you should ask for help. If you don't feel like you want to ask for help from people, then you can ask for help from the universe. You can ask your universe, you know, you can talk to the sky, to God, to whoever that you believe in, and tell them that I'm going through this and it's really difficult for me. Please help me. Or please do something that, you know, that is going to change my situation. It is okay to ask for help. You don't have to do everything on your own. You don't need to know what you're supposed to do either. Like just ask for help and your answers will come to you. And in the meantime, to just stay in the energy of love and light, and yeah, just remember that we came on this earth for a reason, but we're not alone, and we're not having to face anything alone as well. So you have your whole team with you guys, you know, even though we can't see them. So ask for help from them, and they are just waiting to help you guys, group number one. And now we're going to finish off with your tarot cards. So Okay, so let me just say one thing real quick. When I was getting your card, initially, I just wanted to do the oracles and then shuffle the tarot on the camera like I usually do. But then I was like, I don't feel like it today. I just want to do something different and a little bit quicker today. So I did look through the oracle cards to have, you know, a rough message of what's gonna happen. And then I decided to shuffle your tarot cards and the cards flew right out. So these two cards flew out facing up and it just made me laugh. Like, it's just funny because I think your future self is trying to encourage you and trying to you know, tell you to hang in there. It's trying to give you so many positive messages that is coming towards you, group number one. And I just find it really cute. Like, your future self is just trying so hard to make you feel so much better, and I really do hope that this message resonate with you and it does make you feel better. But looking at your tarot cards, you have 10 of Cups with, you know, happy family, completion, emotional fulfillment, everything that you could ever wish for. This is like the reason why people get married. This is the reason why people fall in love. This is the reason why we wake up in the morning. This is the reason why we listen to love songs. Like, 10 of Cups is what everyone is aiming for, that emotional fulfillment, that happiness, that dream come true, that rainbow after the rain. And that is what is coming towards you in 3 to 6 months time. Also, you have the 8 of Wands, which is just like divine blessings from the universe. Like, I just, you know, this is just all the blessings that are coming towards you at great speed, including the 10 of Cups, which is a blessing. And you also have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant could also talk about like a union of something. So it could be that in 3 to 6 months time, you are going to be emotionally fulfilled. If it's like a significant other that you're looking for, that you're going to meet them, you might be in a serious relationship in 3 to 6 months time. If you are already in a committed relationship, then it could be that there will be a renewal of feelings, where, you know, if it has been still and a little bit stagnant for a while, then it's going to have that renewal, that recommitment to each other, and the passion is going to come back in, and you guys are going to work on the relationship. If it's not a relationship, then it's going to be that wealth and success. Like, it could be that if you're starting your own business or you're doing something on your own, that someone might be noticing it, and then you might be able to, like, you might be signing contracts with people, you might get managers who are helping you out. Like, you might have your own team of people who are helping you with your wealth and success in the future. But whatever the case may be, there is some kind of like a union, some kind of like traditional thing. Like, think like contracts, think like promises that are being made in 3 to 6 months time, that is going to bring you emotional fulfillment, as well as like great blessings that are coming towards you, where you are just inspired, you know what to do, and you are no longer in that feeling of like stuckness, and you're flourishing, and you are just in a really, really happy place, group number one. I'm really so happy to be able to do this reading for you guys. I really do hope that this reading resonated with you. If you are going through a tough time right now, just know that I'm here for you, your future self, your spiritual team, they're all here for you. Nothing is forever. So just know that your tough times is going to pass as well. Just hang in there, because beautiful things are coming towards you. And thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. If you have found this reading helpful, you can leave me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hi, Group 2s. If you have chosen the Amethyst cluster, this is going to be your reading, all about your messages from your future self. First things first, I think with the Amethyst, what I'm getting, the first message I'm getting is that you might be very connected to your intuition right now. So whatever your intuition is telling you, your future self is saying that that's the messages from them as well, and that you should listen to it and follow it without second guessing it. And now we are going to start by rolling some astro dice. So this could be your sign. So if it's your sign, sun, moon, rising, it would be just a confirmation that this is the reading for you. If you don't see your sign in here, it could also be that your future self is saying this is going to be the sign of people that might be important to you in this reading, which is messages from your future self in 3 to 6 months. So we're just going to roll and see what we get. We have Virgo and Virgo, so just Virgo. Hi. We have Sagittarius and Aquarius. And we have Capricorn and Libra. So these are the signs that came up for you guys. And now we are going to get right into the reading. So I do have all the cards already picked out for you. If you're familiar with my other readings, I usually like to do the tarot card on camera. So I shuffle and pick the cards for you guys on camera. But I just didn't feel like it today. So I've all the cards already prepared. But I did shuffle all of them, and these are the really the cards that came out for you guys. So yeah, first we're going to start out with the astral house, and this is just going to tell us sort of like the category or the message that your future self wants to talk about, because you know there are many aspects of our lives and we can't just talk about every single thing all the time. So this is the main message that your future self has for you. And yeah, so just let's take a look at it. So you have love. So the message that your future self has for you today has something to do with love. And I'm kind of getting the feeling that this isn't like familial or friendship kind of love. I'm thinking that this is going to talk about romantic love. So if this isn't something that you're interested in right now or will ever be interested in, I would recommend you choosing a different pile. But if, let's just say you're a little bit burnt out from love, I would still recommend you to listen, because we never know what kind of messages might come through from your future self. So yeah, so we have love, and then going into the first two tarot cards, you guys actually have two cards that dropped out from this little like miniature tarot, and you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, which is like pretty cool. So once I saw these cards dropped out, I just immediately, okay, so I picked these two cards first before I even like shuffled the astral house cards. And when I first saw these two, I was like, this is about love, because I just see this as like passionate love for each other. I know that that's not really the traditional way of seeing the King and Queen of Wands, but especially when the two of them come out together in the same pile, in the same reading, I'm seeing duality, divine counterparts, soulmates, people of equal balance, and like passion, you know, like flames being burned together. I also kind of see that right now, you see how like the king and queen are facing away? I feel like either, if you are already in a committed relationship, group number twos, I feel that maybe right now you and your partner might not be seeing eye to eye, and that could be something that you're going through right now. Or if you're not in a committed relationship yet, it just means that you haven't really met this person, or like you guys haven't seen each other yet. You know, you guys are not really in the line of sight at this moment. And that's the message I'm getting. I also just noticed that you guys are group 2, and like your group is very heavily talking about duality, and 2 is like, you know, togetherness. So that's also very interesting. Also something about balance. So I think another message that's coming towards me is that your future self is telling you to balance your masculine and your feminine energy as well. So if you are not really looking for love or have no one in mind, that balancing out your masculine and your feminine energy. So feminine energy is about stillness, about acceptance, about letting things fall into your lap, and masculine energy is about going there and getting, like, getting things done. It's the go-getter kind of energy. Like, it is really difficult to balance between when you should take action and when you should be still. And I feel like once you are able to master that, or once you start working on it, that will open many, many doors, including the door of love. It could be self-love or love from other people as well. And now from the Woodland Wardens card, you also have balance with the dragonfly and pansy. So blue colors might be significant, or if you see like a really beautiful blue sky, that's just, it could be your future self or your spiritual team saying hi, or going out for a picnic or going out for a walk under the blue sky might be significant. Or might be very helpful for you. Dragonflies could be another significant animal that you might see in your day-to-day lives. But more importantly, with this card, it is also talking about bringing things to balance. So it could still be talking about your masculine and feminine energy being brought to balance, or that if it's about love, this person that you are going to meet is going to be your balance, like divine counterpart, someone who balances out like your weaknesses and your strengths, someone who is equal to you, so that when you put the two of you on a scale, you guys balance out, if that makes sense. And then with your crystal, you have aventurine, and this aventurine is sort of like, I kind of get the very like heart-centered vibe from aventurine. And yeah, so like if you want to sort of sparkle again, I'm getting Bejeweled by Taylor Swift. You know how that song makes you feel of like, yeah, I thought I lost my shine, but actually I can still sparkle just as well. Like I am still me and I still shine. And this rock reminds me of that. Aventurine reminds me of that. It is also a green color rock, which is talking about the heart chakra. So if you need to do some meditation that will cleanse out your heart chakra, and that would actually help you get your shine back, get that spark back, that is going to be so attractive and so beautiful and so magnetizing to the people around you. Yeah. And then with the Awake Inner Wisdom cards, you guys have Dream. So, okay, so this is what I'm seeing. Alright, so you have the messages of balance, right? Bringing things into balance, but also the thing about finding your soulmate or your divine counterpart, like the love that's coming in, that is going to be balancing for you, that is going to make you sparkle and shine and heal your heart and make you fall in love all over again. And all of that, okay, so the person is also going to be the person of your dream. This is what I'm getting as well. But all of that is also going to start from you just allowing it to happen in a form of like daydreaming. So when we daydream, that's just us imagining all the possibilities of what we want, what our heart desires. When I was younger, I used to daydream a lot. And in hindsight, when I look back on it right now, like most of the things that I daydreamed about came true. because that's just us manifesting. That's just us letting the world know what we desire and being in a good feeling about it. The only times where daydreams don't come true is when you would wish or want something and then you would immediately not allow yourself to have it, being like, oh yeah, no, but that's impossible. Like when you have feelings like that, then no, it's going to be difficult for your manifestation to come through. But if you're in the feeling of like, this is what I really, really want, and it makes me so happy, so joyful, and I just feel fulfilled. You can feel your body just start to like tingle and like feel good. And then just believe that you can have it. Like believe that it's coming your way. Believe that it is your right to feel this good and this happy. If you are able to daydream in that kind of sense, in that kind of way, it is going to make this blessing or like this new connection, this love come into your life so much faster. And then from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle, your message is, I choose to learn through love. So I just feel like learning to love, learning to open your heart, learning to work through whatever you've been through, learning to give love to others is going to bring a lot of lessons for you guys. Even in our toughest moment, even in the hardest times, I feel like there's still some form of love somewhere, you know? And if you choose to see it from a perspective of love and happiness and balance, then that's going to bring about a lot more lessons and learning points and blessings towards you. And now we're going to take a look at your tarot cards. So the first card you have is the Tower. And the Tower is just basically talking about spirit coming into your life to get rid of anything that's not serving you well and anything that's not meant for your highest good. So if let's say you don't really know how to keep things in balance, sometimes you might get burned out, sometimes you might feel like nothing is happening, everything is just too stagnant, and then you have that sudden inspiration to change or suddenly be like, okay, no, that's not me anymore, I'm gonna do this like crazy thing that is like, you know, such a big change, a big difference from who I am. That's kind of the Tower moment that they're talking about. I don't think it's going to be anything too crazy that you can't handle. I feel like this Tower moment that's coming up for you is something that you can definitely take. It's something that you've already seen that like, I don't think this is going to go very well or last very well. So either one, I let it crumble and then work from it from ground up again, or I let it crumble and I pursue something different from the lessons that I've learned. It could also be a past relationship that didn't work for you, that sort of just like fell apart. And you can still learn a lot from that. You can still learn from the love that you lost. And grow to be even stronger and you know, even better, and love in such in a more healthy way. You also have the High Priestess. So another thing that is standing out to me right now for you guys is the color dark blue. Like you have a lot of dark colors, like with the King and Queen of Wands as well, and like blue, sort of purple color, like with the amethyst, is telling me that you have to go inwards, like sort of like maybe right now I just feel that you're more in your masculine energy of doing instead of like letting things come into you with your feminine energy. So your future self is telling you to go inwards to connect to your intuition. Like with the High Priestess as well, is being connected to your intuition, to see beyond the veil, you know, to see what lies beyond, to follow your heart, to follow your feelings, to follow what your instinct is telling you. You also have number 2 again, which is significance when it comes to balance. So it's just group number 2, like I just feel like the message of being balanced right now, that's what your future self is telling you to do. Just ground yourself, stay balanced. I think focus a little more on your intuition and your heart healing. You also have justice in reverse. So with justice in reverse, I kind of feel like immediately when this card comes out in reverse, it kind of feels like injustice, right? Where something doesn't seem fair, or maybe you are like trying to manifest and trying to work towards something, or trying to let something come into fruition, but nothing is really like happening. And you might be really confused by that. But just to remember that like things happen in divine timing. Sometimes things that we see or we might feel is unfair are just lessons for us to learn. You know, if something makes us feel like it's unjustified and we feel really passionate about it, that's just the world telling us what we can and cannot stand, or what we will and will not stand. And see the lesson for what it is. If you're upset about how someone is treating you, if you are upset that maybe your past partners have not been very nice to you, that's fine. You know, like you don't have to dwell on that anger or that injustice, but instead see it as a way of like, that is not what I wanted, so I'm walking away from it. And the next time I do open up my heart to somebody, I will make sure that I get treated the way I want to be treated, the way that I feel that is fair. So I think, yeah, like I think that is the change or the mindset that you have to go through right now, so that in 3 to 6 months time you are able to bring in this love and this balance and this union that your future self is saying is coming towards you. I also feel like in 3 to 6 months time is going to be when you first would meet this person that's going to bring it to balance. But in the meantime, you are being asked to work on you know, just learning to balance yourself first, and learning to be healthy, and learning to love yourself, and learning to heal by yourself in this point of time. So yeah, group number 2s, that is all the reading I have for you. I really hope that some of the messages resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. And if you have found this reading helpful, you can leave me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hi group 3s, if you have chosen this clear quartz tower, this is going to be your reading all about messages from your future self. And this is going to look at the messages that are coming for you from like 3 to 6 months into the future. So it's, you know, kind of like in your future, still in 2023, or any time that you're watching this video. But to start off with the clear quartz, what I'm getting right away is that for you guys, it's going to be talking about manifestation or creating something, because clear quartz has this energy of like, sort of, it can be anything that you want it to be, right? It can, if you didn't have a rose quartz, it can substitute for a rose quartz. It can basically hold the energy of whatever intention you want it to have, which is the same thing as manifestation, where it can be anything that you want it to be. So that is the first message that I'm getting from your future self. But before we get into the cards, I'm going to roll some astro dice for you guys, and this could show you your signs, or your sun, moon, or rising, or it could also be signs of a significant person or persons that might come into play in 3 to 6 months time. So we have Cancer and Libra. Ooh, that was about to roll off. Let's try again. Okay, we have Cancer and Aquarius, and just now I did see a Virgo before I took the dice really quick. So Cancer, Aquarius, and Virgo. And we have Pisces and Leo. So those could be your signs or signs of significant people that might come into play in the future. And now we're going to get right into the reading. So if you're familiar with my other videos, I usually like to do the tarot. Like, I like to shuffle and pick the cards on camera, but I didn't do that today. I just wanted to do something quick and a little bit different for you guys. But we are going to... Oh, but also, I mean, they are shuffled, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just that I just did it off camera. And we're going to start off by looking at your oracle cards and starting off with the astral house. So this is just going to tell us like kind of like the area that your future self wants to talk about. So even if it's not something that you are interested right now, I would still recommend you to listen to it. Simply because we never really know what important messages might be coming in when we're not even like aware of it or aware to be looking out for it. But if you are interested in knowing the different, like maybe another aspect of your life, then you can look at the other groups as well, because they do talk about different aspects of their lives. But yeah, so for you guys, group number 3, your astral house, you have career. So your future self wants to talk about your career today. Also, as I was flipping it over, I did think about how number 3 reminded me of 3 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles, where you're working with people. Being on a team might be quite important, especially with career. You know, you could be having to deal with people, and it's either, I feel like it's more of like having to deal with people right now might be draining you a little bit, or it is possible that you have to work with people in the future. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, so we also have the mini tarot cards for you guys, and this is funny because you guys have 3 cards that came out. Group number 2 had 2 cards that came out, and group number 1 had 1 card that came out. And I initially just wanted 1 card for every group, so yeah. But these are the cards that you have. You have the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups talks about just, you know, looking at, crying over spilled milk, looking at something that you've already lost instead of focusing on something that you still have right behind you, like being unable to see your blessings. You have the Magician. And the Magician also talks about manifestation, having the power to connect to the spirit realm, the universe, and bring it down to the material world and like manifest it in a material form. Like, you have that connection, the link going on. But you also have the High Priestess in reverse. So with these 3 cards, I kind of feel like your future self is telling you that right now you are sort of out of touch with your intuition. You're more focused on what is happening in your material world, what is happening to you in like the physical realm, where you can see it, you can, you know, you're just reacting to things that are happening to you. You are sort of focused on things that are not going well, instead of remembering that any situation that isn't working out for you in real time, in real life right now, you have the power to change it. You have the power to manifest or bring about beautiful things into your life if only you stop looking at what's been lost or what's making you unsatisfied. Or is it dissatisfied? I think it's dissatisfied. But yes, if you're looking like, okay, so this is, I see the 3 of Cups in this as well. So it could really be that you might have had a rough patch with maybe your colleagues, the people that you work with, or maybe in pursuit of your passion, you have fallen out with your friends, or you haven't been able to spend as much time as you used to with them, and so they're like kind of mad about it, because they're just like, how can you be so busy because you haven't been hanging out with us? Like, you don't care about us anymore. Are we still friends? You know, and it could be worrying you as well. But if it's balance that you're looking for, remember that you have the ability and the capacity to like do what you need to focus on, like to focus on your career and also spend time with your friends at the same time. It's possible. You just have to believe that you're able to manifest that into your life. And now with the Woodland Wardens oracle card, you have the mouse and the buttercup with innocence. So this card reminds me of the Fool because you have the number 0. And so I feel like you are embarking on a new journey as well. Like, okay, so I feel that this is a little bit of a message from the future, or like for the future, where in 3 to 6 months time, you are going to be doing something completely different, something new, that is, you know, that is going to bring about happiness with all the yellows that I'm seeing. But also, like, you're gonna not even remember whatever you're going through right now. You're not even going to like care about the feelings, the negative feelings, or the weight that you have on your shoulders right now in 3 to 6 months time, because you're going to embark on a new journey that's going to be really happy and fulfilling, and it's going to bring about a lot of happiness for you guys. And then for your crystal, you have the meteorite. And this is kind of cool because you basically have like the star. I'm seeing this as the star card. Yeah, and the card says connect to your star stuff. So, I just feel like maybe looking up, stargazing, looking up at the stars at night might help you clear your mind, make you feel better. You could also, yeah, like I also feel like, okay, you guys could be like star seeds, in a sense that like you are very strong manifestors. Like you can basically bring forth anything that you would like into your life. And you shouldn't forget that, because that's a very powerful energy to have, so that like any kind of situation that's weighing you down, that isn't working for you, you don't need to be in it, because you can manifest a situation that will work for you. If you have an idea and you have no idea how to move forward and bring forth the idea into your life, you just have to believe that you can, and the pathway will open up for you. And you know, when you see, like, when you get the inspiration, when you see sort of signs and synchronicities that is pointing towards your manifestation, then you should take action towards it. But in the meantime, there's nothing, it's not wrong for you to just start the manifestation process with imagining and being in the feeling or thinking of the product, right? Like if you think about it, no one made an iPhone by making an iPhone first and then thinking about the idea of an iPhone. No, the idea came first. Then they produced the idea. So like basically it came from thin air. And then the material got made step by step. They kind of saw like, oh, this is what I should do with the chips. This is what I should do with the design. This is how the screen should be. This is how the buttons should be, you know, etc. But they wouldn't know those steps from day one. Like they wouldn't know exactly how an iPhone should look like. They wouldn't know how an iPhone 14 would look like when they were making the first iPhone. And you don't need to either. All you have to know is that, okay, I want to make this new phone. And that's all you need to know, because every other step is going to just come about your way. And that is how manifestation is. You don't have to know every single step. until the angle. You just have to know what you want. You just have to know what the angle is, and everything will just fill in the blank by themselves. Okay, and then with your awake oracle cards, you have sea star, so another star that could be significant, and you have ground. So with these two cards, the message that I'm getting is that with ground, it is sort of reminding you that, oh, also I saw 1221, which might be significant for you guys on the camera, but what I'm seeing is that, like with grounding, it is telling us that you are being supported by every single thing. Like you are being, held on stable ground. You're not being flung into space in every 5 seconds. And that's just the Mother Earth and the people around you supporting you and nurturing you. So take that energy, take that support that you're receiving from Earth to reach for the skies and to bring about something that is going to make you really, really happy, like to dream, that big dream. Okay, and then with sea star as well, like it's telling us to realize the little blessings that are all around us. See the little miracles that are all around us. Your future self is saying, like, look around you and take note of how many things you've actually already manifested into your life. How many things that you have always wanted to have or achieve or dream of that you've brought into your life. Like that is manifestation. No matter how big or how small, you manifested it, right? So take a look at that. Acknowledge those things so that you become more aware of the fact that you are able to manifest your dreams and create the vision that you have in your mind. And with that confidence and with that belief, you will be able to achieve anything in your life. And then from the universe has your back oracle card. It says attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So any kind of negative feelings you are feeling right now, or if you are, okay, what I'm seeing is, okay, if you feel like you're being judged, if you feel like you are being attacked by the people around you, where they don't see eye to eye with you, they don't understand where you're coming from, if you feel like emotionally, spiritually, mentally, you're separated from the people around you, you can't connect to them, it's just them, like, see it as them calling for help, because they are unable to see the world in a way that you see them. I just feel like group number 3, deep down, you are able to see this world for what it is, for the miracles that surrounds us, for the beauty it has. But not everyone can see that. Not everyone can see the stars in the night sky, because either they don't look up to it, or they have like light pollution everywhere and they're unable to see the stars. And them lashing out at you for you being able to see the stars, it's just them calling out for help, saying like, I don't know how this world works. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how things are supposed to be. I feel like you do, but I don't want to be wrong, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna make you feel like you're wrong. But you're not. Like, your future self is telling you you're not the one that's wrong. It is merely them just calling out for help. So prove them wrong. Show them that you are correct by making your dreams come true, by manifesting. And then we also have your tarot cards. So first of all, you have Justice in reverse, and this is interesting because it also came out for group number 2 as well, but theirs was like a completely different reading. For you guys, I think it's focused on career. So another, like, it's the same thing as, like, being out of touch with your colleagues or your friends. You might feel that you're being treated unfairly at work. Maybe you feel like you work really hard but you're not seeing the fruits of your labor, or you work very hard but someone else stole like your idea, or they took the credit that was not rightfully yours, that was not rightfully theirs. And your future self is saying that you don't have to worry about serving people their justice. As long as you're being fair, like the universe sees what you're doing, and what is going to be rightfully yours is going to come to you. Another thing I'm noticing is that I just kind of feel like the colors are a little dull right now. So I just feel that maybe you are letting yourself be really weighed down by all these things, like all these negative feelings that people are giving out to you. You're letting it really get to you guys, group number 3. And so your world might be a little dull right now, and your future self is telling you to like, hey, like snap out of it. It's not you. Think of all the blessings and look at all the blessings that you can have, and think of all the things that you can manifest. Look at the stars. Stay in a bright and positive light, because that is going to be very, very important for you guys. You also have the Queen of Coins in reverse, and this is telling me that like your future self tells you to get your hands dirty, but not in a way that's like detrimental to other people, but more of like, you know, get your hands dirty, do the work. If there is an idea that you want to bring into fruition, even if there's no one there to stand with you and to support you, there are still things that you can do on your own. Like you can do things on your own. You don't need validation from people around you to work on the craft that you are being called to do, right? So get your own hands dirty, work on your own creation, manifest and bring forth the idea that is in your head, like this new idea that's in your head, even if no one is supporting you. And with the Four of Swords in reverse, it is also telling me that it is time for you guys, group number 3, to take action on this idea. Like it really just goes hand in hand. It doesn't matter who's on your side. It doesn't matter if you feel like it's unfair. If you really believe that this is something that is worth working towards, this is something worth putting in your effort, that the extra few hours for, if you really think that this is going to make you you know, progress a lot and bring you like further down the road and put you on a different ladder altogether, put in the work. Get out of your head. Stop just daydreaming about it or thinking about it. It is time to take action now, group number 3. Move forward and yeah, like make your dream come true. You can make your dream come true. So just work towards it and it will happen. So that is all the messages I have for you guys, group number 3. I really hope it resonated with you. And thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. If you have found this reading helpful, you can leave me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!